It's episode 13 of the Mandatory Quarantine Show. Yay! So we're day 13. So close. So close to the end of this whole ordeal, I guess. I don't know what word you would use to put it. Experience, maybe. Um, you know, this is this is the point at which the isolation is starting to kind of get to that. The walls are closing and you just want to break out of here and you know break through a fence through into the neighbor's yard or something. I don't know, but we're pretty much into the last of this. No symptoms, no issues, nothing happening much. So we're at the end. uh It is a rather overcast, cloudy, probably going to be rainy tomorrow day here in southern Ontario. So, not too much happening about. Beth is right now out getting her walk in for the day with her headphones on, and I finished mine earlier today. And then I guess we're planning as of the uh, as of the 15th day, we're probably going to be going and renting a car and then being able to go around and visit with people again and see people and talk with humans that we know and do shopping and I guess maybe not going to restaurants, but at least do a takeaway or something along those lines from it. Um, and we get to go and take a look through the town. Though I've been warned off the town because Toronto has gone into condition lockdown because of this. And because of this condition lockdown, everybody from Toronto who has a car, they're the 1665 rich people that are getting in their cars and driving out into the hinterlands of the villages and small towns of Ontario and the outskirts. And so they're, I guess, getting through it that way. There's been some movement too of anti-mask protests. There was a restaurant owner, and I believe it was a Tobacco, where they were basically playing COVID denialism and were set up, and they had people going into their barbecue place, and they were all advertising, "Oh yeah, come to us, we'll be open." Well, public health for one day kind of went there and just monitored the situation and watched, and then finally, I guess whoever was the higher up said, "No, you got to go in and fine them." And so they went in there and they shut the whole place down. It's closed by order of public health on that. You know, I don't know. I mean, I really feel for the small businesses in this whole thing because, uh, you know, people can still go to Walmart because it's got that. But if you say you sell bedding, right? Bedding, maybe not an essential thing. I don't know. What would be a non-essential service? Because I was talking to somebody and I said, "Oh well, why would they allow some place to sell such and such?" And they went, "Well, that's tools, so that's essential." Anyways, okay, let's say you're selling, I don't know, children's toys. You're selling hockey cards or something like that. You're selling hockey cards. Okay. So if you're selling hockey cards, you got a hockey card store. That's not essential. But Walmart, who has a grocery store, that's essential. And they also sell hockey cards. So you can go into Walmart and you can buy hockey cards, but you can't go to the guy where you buy hockey cards from. This to me seems like you're sending everybody to Walmart. And in fact, this was one of the reasons why some of the lockdowns in the States were ruled improper, was because they had things saying there, "Oh yeah, this is considered essential, this is considered essential," but they were allowing what were like grocery stores, if they had something that they could also sell, they said, "Oh well, you can't do that." Even there, Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is essential, okay? Tim Hortons definitely in Canada is essential. If you don't get your caffeine, we might have another huge issue there. Caffeine withdrawals. Okay, so Tim Hortons is essential. But I can get hockey cards from Tim Hortons. So I feel bad for the stores where they only sell hockey cards. And in fact, I've also heard of things where some of those businesses where they have certain things have now started to just sell things that are on the essential services list so that they can keep their own businesses open. And none of this is really in the spirit at all of what any of this is supposed to do. The idea of this is you're supposed to limit your contact with people and being out in the community unless it's something that's actually important. So again, this goes back to personal responsibility. I can go to Walmart and I can buy hockey cards, and it's, considering I can go, oh, well, I went to Walmart, but you're buying hockey cards. So I don't know. I was hearing that there's, I think the one thing was it's like the adult stores in Toronto that my friend was telling me about, and they said, oh yeah, they're selling masks, and I said, well, it's not that type of mask that they should be selling. Um, and so that's how they got onto like the health providers list, is that they were selling masks and disinfectant. And so because they were selling masks and disinfectant at a sex toy store in Toronto, they were on the essential services list. So that's the kind of goofy stuff. But you know what? At the end of the day, here's the thing with it. These guys, they're trying to make a buck. They're trying to put food on the table for their families. They're trying to provide a Christmas for their children. They're trying to make sure that people don't go out of business and lose their jobs and lose their livelihoods and get evicted and all of this sort of stuff to it. And I know that there's like all these support programs put in place, but you know what? People would rather work. People would rather be out there doing their job and not taking just a handout and pokey from the government on this. So, do I understand it? Yeah. Do I think it's the right thing for public health? Maybe not. So you got to be smart about this. Like, don't be jumping out into places unless it is those types of essential places. If you're in those areas that have those lockdowns, and try to buy locally as much as you can. I mean, this is the problem with the big box stores, because yeah, they're selling everything, they're allowed to remain open, etc., but they're not helping the individuals in the community on this. So when the lockdowns start to come off, you know what? Go see your local butcher. Go see your local place. Go in there. Because the other thing with that is those local businesses, they will not have the crowds that Walmart has. They will not have the throughput, the traffic, etc. per hour. They had pictures of the Costco out in Niagara Falls, lines throughout the place, right? But you can get the same stuff at the local market. Maybe it's a bit more expensive. Maybe you can't get the exact type you want. Whatever. If you're in a position to help out locally with the local businesses, try to do it. You know, that's the way we're going to get through this. Is we're going to have to start to think globally, act locally. So with that, wear your mask, wash your hands. Stay away from crowds, large groups. Keep your family close. Check up on your friends. Go out for a walk. Get some vitamin D. And as always, stay safe.